We can get back to Connor whenever you're ready, Desmond. Unless you want to plug in the power source first. Up to you.
I haven't plugged into power sources yet. I should probably do that, huh? Where do I plug into power sources? Maybe it's down here.
Unbelievable.
What's up?
Your politicians are constantly referencing the founding fathers and insisting they must
you
have
are
been in
of no
support
help
of
to
one
me
thing
at
or
all,
another.
sir.
I have never seen such a blatant disregard for history.
That's just typical political propaganda.
It's
Where
also
do I plug
dishonest
in the
and
power source?
delusional. How can anyone claim to know what these people wanted based off scraps of paper and wishful
Oh, is he
thinking?
gonna do it now?
They're looking for intent. What these men envision for our country and its future.
Idealistic and unlikely. I don't think most of your presidents and senators and judges care what the founders thought. They just want to know how they can bend old words to achieve modern goals. Who cares if they were deists or theists or wanted a central bank?
What is with Desmond's eyes?
People need the validation. What
You
should
fucking
matter is
demon.
what you, as an individual, believe and why you believe it. What, are we so insecure that we have to find 18th century
those
letters to
eyes
validate
of
our beliefs?
doom.
Oh, look, Mum, a dead man agreed with me. Maybe. If you transpose the letters in his shopping list, you can plainly see he was on my side.
Jesus, Sean. It's a cynical way to look at it.
Doesn't make it
Can
less true.
I? No? Alright, so that was a useless conversation. I want to know where I plug in these power sources. Do you guys know? It's useless. Nope. Interact. Oh, I have emails too. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay. I believe his father was one. In fact, it appears he was a Templar from pretty early on. Oh yeah. I have a lot of emails. Alright, that's not something I really care about at the moment. I just want to know where to plug in these power sources. No. Go to the sides of the stairs. That it? Oh, okay. This is a thing.
In the beginning, when we thought we could be saved, we sought to face the sun's wrath and contain it. 4 towers would be built to pull her fury into this place and dispel it. But even with all we knew, with all we had, it would take too long. 1,000 years we could labor and still the work would not be done.
Crazy aliens.
The first tower was never completed. The project abandoned. We moved on. But while we labored on other endeavors, a few returned. They thought to automate the process. Metal might finish what flesh could not.
Okay, so can I plug in something now? Or do I just keep climbing? Let's see what else is up here. Sweet.
If we could not meet the sun's cruel embrace, perhaps we might rebuke it. Already we could generate the fields to protect us in times of strife. But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world, we lack the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed. A quarter, they asked.
I've really forgotten who these things are, these
Even
alien
this we
thingies.
could not do.
They
A
appeared
sixth,
in
an eighth,
Brotherhood,
a
didn't
tenth,
they?
they cried. The answer was still the same. Perhaps in time a city might be spared. But it was time we did not have. So we moved on.
Wonder what's inside.
So this is the first power source.
Only one way to find out.
Okay, so that's what the first one did. Alright, now let's go down and do the other one, I guess. They are people who lived here before everything started with Altair.
What is a fact? Is
Yeah,
it
but they're not
fixed?
human, they're like aliens, aren't they?
Immutable? Certain in its existence and only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer, and thought that it might save us. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real.
Yeah, so like the anima stuff.
If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000? More? Might we change the consensus and will the threat away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world.
Okay. So to... Oh,
But
hang
it
on.
never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
So to my understanding, the whole concept of if people think it, it'll come true. And then I guess the Animus is a very low scale version of that, how you can create this, I guess, reality where you can become the assassin and move around as them, etc, etc. Whoops. I'm just gonna plug in the second power source that I got. And yeah.
Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past. But we could not find a way. But forward. We could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves and know what was to come. First, we wanted to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same. So we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking. And instead began to speak. She called out across time in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
Tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then... it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
A bit of backstory. Lucy is the chick from Assassin's Creed 1 who helps you escape the Abstergo complex. And she's in 2 and Brotherhood. And not no more. Is there a bit I can plug in a second power source, or... It might be over here. No, doesn't look like there's anything around here. No. No, no, Desmond, no. There's a second power source I can plug in, right? I'm pretty sure I had a second one. Oh no, go up there. We'll just run back and sort stuff out. Yeah. Oh, there it is over there. Alright, so I gotta run all the way around. Let's do that. How do I get to that, though? That's a thing. Oh, can I climb that? No, that's a smooth rock right there. How about in here? There we go. They really make it awkward to get to this bit, don't they? There we go. Yeah, I think this opens the doorway, or the gateway thing now.
I wonder what stories the temple will tell me today.
Is that open, or is it? Oh no, there's a third power source I need now. Lovely. And I don't have that yet, so back to Connor we go.
I'm telling you, there's something down here.
Don't be daft.
I don't don't know, maybe they were sleeping or something and we woke them. Some kind of cryogenics? Or hibernation? I mean, how do we know what the hell they were doing down here?
They were working on a bunch of different solutions, but nothing worked. Just went from one to the next, and then... I don't know. They must have left at some point. After the end.
I wonder what the world would be like if they'd succeeded.
I'm more concerned about what it'll be like if we don't.
Salvation. They found a way. Too late for them, but not for you. Sealed to protect it. Though now it bars your way. Find the key. The past will tell.
Okay, and to Connor we go.
Oh, look at that. I found a third power
okay.
source.
Already?
It popped up in an earlier search, but I've only just managed to confirm it.
Let's do that.
Where?
There's a museum in Cairo with one on display.
I guess Connor will have to wait.
No, you stay. We need to find that key, and time is running out. I'll make the trip.
What about Cross?
Everything's going to be fine. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Ready when you are,
Does the
Desmond.
old man have assassin powers or something?
Winter approaches.
Punch,
The
punch,
air is
punch,
still
punch.
and sharp with grim expectation. The others sense it too and go about their work with uncommon urgency. I would like to help them, but more pressing matters now demand my attention. The Templars have targeted George Washington directly, and will not rest until he is dead. I had hoped to shield him from this knowledge, but Thomas Hickey ended any hope I had of staying silent. And so I have resolved to share everything I know, of the Templars and their plots, of who I really am. Achilles finds fault in this, and we argue every day, but there is simply too much now at stake to maintain restraint.
Don't do this, Connor!
Then what would you propose we do? Sit and watch while the Templars take control? We are sworn to stop them, or have you forgotten?
Assassins are meant to be quiet, precise. We do not go announcing conspiracies from the rooftops to all who pass by.
Who are you to lecture anyone? You locked yourself away in this crumbling heap and gave up on the Brotherhood entirely. Since the day I arrived, you've done nothing but discourage me. And on the rare occasions you've chosen to help, you've done so little, you may as well have done nothing at all.
How dare you!
Then tell me, on whose watch did the Brotherhood falter? Whose inaction allowed the Templar Order to grow so large that it now controls an entire nation?
If I sought to dissuade you, it was because you knew nothing. If I was reluctant to contribute, it was because you were naive. 1,000 times you would have died and taken God knows how many with you. Let me tell you something, Connor. Life is not a fairy tale, and there are no happy endings.
No. Not when men like you are left in charge.
In your haste to save the world, boy, take care you don't destroy it. Ha!
Okay. So that happened. Bit of a spat in the family there. Oops. Alright, let's just go to that part. That's a bit of a distance. And winter is coming. Why can't they just give me the easy option of fast traveling? I don't ask for much. Horsey. Don't have time for your games, wolves. Jump down. God damn it, horse. Horsey. Horsey. God. No, fuck you, horse. Freaking Skyrim. Ugh. Skyrim horses are weird. You can like climb up really steep mountainsides, but if you go down the slightest hill, your horse falls. I want to get down there somehow. Maybe this way we'll have it. Aha! Come on, horsey. Curses, foiled again. This horse is really angry at me now. Well, I'm getting closer. Shortcuts everywhere. Nope, he doesn't like that path. God damn it. Alright, go. Did I accidentally stumble back onto a path? I did. And off the path we go again. I gotta wonder, if I followed the path as originally planned, would I have made it there by now? Oh, there's a house. I think that's my destination. Get to the bridge. Go native, live off the land. I could. Am I there yet? Oh, thank God. Hello. By the way.
Why do you trouble me, sir?
Okay. Again, what the fuck? Horse. Seriously. Alright. Is this George Washington?
Commander.
Yes, it is.
Connor.
Any word on Lee?
Not yet. My apologies. I've been distracted. Supply caravans meant for the camp have gone missing. I suspect treachery. A traitor named Benjamin Church, recently released from prison, has vanished as well. The two events are surely related.
What was his crime?
He was caught sending letters to the Loyalists, detailing our troop strength. He claimed it was a scare tactic, that we might avoid war. A poor lie.
I will find Church for you.
Why? What reason have you to help?
Does it matter?
As you wish. We've received reports of trouble along the southern road. Might be he's responsible. I suggest you begin your search there.
And off we go. Alright, let's get another horse. Can you jump that? Nah, you're not that good. Don't know what you're jumping, horse, but okay. I am now incognito. Excellent. Ooh. Is that Hatham?
Father.
Hello.
Connor, any last words? Wait. A poor choice.
Come to check up on Church? Make sure he'd stolen enough for your British brothers?
Benjamin Church is no brother of mine. No more than the Redcoats or their idiot king. Oh, I expected naivete, but this... The Templars do not fight for the crown. We seek the same as you, boy. Freedom, justice, independence.
But...
But what?
Johnson, Pitcairn, Hickey, they sought to steal land, to sack towns, to murder George Washington.
Johnson sought to own the land, that we might keep it safe. Pitcairn aimed to encourage diplomacy, which you cocked up thoroughly enough to start a goddamn war. And Hickey? George Washington is a wretched leader. He's lost nearly every battle in which he's taken part. The man's racked with uncertainty and insecurity. Only look at Valley Forge to know my words are true. We're all better off without him. Look, much as I'd love to spar with you, Benjamin Church's mouth is as big as his ego. You clearly want the supplies he's stolen. I want him punished. Our interests are aligned.
What do you
Take your
propose?
son to work day.
A truce. Perhaps some time together might do us good. You are my son, after all, and might still be saved from your ignorance. I can kill you now, if you prefer. Excellent. Shall we both?
Do you even know where Benjamin Church has gone?
I'm afraid not. I'd hoped to ambush him when he or one of his men returned here. It seems I'm too late. They've come and cleared the place out.
I may be able to track him.
Working with the enemy. Can I just kill him? No.
There were rations inside the crates. Medical supplies and clothing as well.
Okay. Get out of the way, you idiot. Oh, you can't climb trees. Ah. And they just teleported in. Who's this person?
Just my luck. Going to freeze to death if I don't get this fixed.
Are you Ben Church's man?
That's a yes.
Well played.
Count me out. This will only hurt for a second. Gotcha.
It was not wise to run.
What do you want?
Where is Benjamin Church?
I don't know. We was riding for a camp just north of here. Is where we normally unload the cargo. Maybe you'll find him there.
Good God.
Enough of that.
You did not have to kill him.
Let's not waste time with all this pointless banter. Go catch up with the rest of Church's men. Infiltrate that camp of theirs and see what you can discover.
And what about you?
Never you mind. Just do as I ask.